What's up everyone, it's Dark Kitty here, and today I will be reading the 18th and final chapter of the Crash Bandicoot fanfic that I wrote called Cursed. Seems like just yesterday I started this fanfiction and now we're already on the final chapter. Anyways, let's get started. Cortex and Aislinn stepped into one of the spaceships in Emperor Velo's Citadel. Cortex was at the wheel, while Aislinn was in the other seat. They were now headed for Earth to heal Natalie. They landed the spaceship right in front of Cortex's castle and stepped out of the spaceship. The others walked outside when they heard it land. Entropy went towards Aislinn and kissed her on the lips. The others gawked at this. They stopped kissing and stepped away from each other. "So, did you get the wand?" Rusty asked. Aislinn glared at him. "Look, I'm sorry about earlier." "That's okay," Aislinn said. "I forgive you. You didn't know any better. But anyways, let's go heal Natalie. I want my daughter back to her original state." "She's still in her room, mate," said Dingodile. "She's avoiding us again." "Don't worry. With this wand, we can heal her in no time." They all walked inside and into Natalie's bedroom. It was so big that they all could fit inside without getting squished. Natalie looked at them suspiciously. "What are you doing here?" she asked. We are here to heal you," said Aislinn. Natalie backed up against the wall. "Please, just let us get rid of this curse. It won't hurt, I promise." Natalie sighed. "Fine, but make it quick." Aislinn pointed the wand towards Natalie's heart. She turned back to her normal blue color. "Thanks, guys," she said. "I owe you one for healing me." It was Cortex and Aislinn who really saved you," said Komodo Joe. "Then I owe you a big thanks. Where's Beatrix, by the way? I want to see my favorite and only cousin." "She's not here," said Cortex. "She decided to stay up there. You see, we had already gotten rid of her curse. But it was more difficult to get rid of yours. We had to get the wand from Emperor Velo, and it wasn't all that easy." "Yeah," said Aislinn. "Let's just say that we had to raise him again." "Let's go to the living room," said Entropy. "Me and Dr. Cortex have something to explain." "We do?" Cortex asked. Entropy gave him a menacing look, making Cortex go, we do." They all went downstairs to the living room, ready to hear their explanation. Entropy and Cortex were the only ones to sit down this time. Entropy cleared his throat, ready to give his explanation. He looked at Natalie. "Beatrix isn't your only cousin," he said. "Really?" Natalie asked. "I have more cousins?" "Yes, you see, Beatrix had a brother whom she killed 10 years ago." "Yes, she was only 6 when she killed him. His name, of course, was Velo the 28th. The reason she killed him was because she didn't want her brother to have the throne. He was 2 years older than her, so he would have gotten the throne if she had not killed him. Oxide said it was a very tragic moment." "So Oxide explained this to you before?" Dingodile asked. "Yes," said Cortex, "when we were in Egypt. Oh, and Emperor Velo let us keep one of his spaceships, by the way." Entropy glared at him. But that's not important right now." Everyone was left standing there in shock. They did not know Beatrix even had a brother, so Dingodile decided to say something about it. "How come Beatrix didn't mention having a brother?" he asked. "Her father erased her memory of ever having one," Entropy said. "He didn't erase anyone else's for some reason, but we didn't know what that reason is." "Dang," said Nina. "That is tragic." Aislinn's phone started to ring. She grabbed it out of her blue jeans pocket and answered it. Everyone was silent so that she could speak. "Hello," she said. "Who is this?" It was Roberta. "This is Roberta," she said. "I just came to tell you something important." "Can I put you on speaker real quick?" "Sure." Aislinn put her phone on speaker so that everyone in the room could hear what her sister had to say. "I finally persuaded Emperor Velo into letting me stay at Kobold," she said. "Really?" asked Aislinn. "Yes. After some consideration, he decided to let me stay up there. Then he told me right to my face that he still loved me. What was even more surprising was that he actually kissed me. And on the lips, too. Isn't that amazing?" "That's quite shocking," said Entropy. "I never knew the Emperor to be a lover." "Yes, well, I am his wife. After not seeing me for 16 years, he had to have missed me. Kobold does need an empress again, and Beatrix needs both of her parents, not just one." I'm so happy for you, said Aislinn. How did Beatrix react to this? She was shocked as well, but she was happy to have me there. Now she could see me every day. Anyways, I have to let you go. We'll talk later, sister. I promise. Aislinn smiled. Okay, she said. Love you, Roberta. She hung up and turned towards the others. Beatrix is one of the lucky ones now, Natalie said. She was now smiling too. She was as happy for Beatrix as the others were. In fact, they were all smiling. Natalie decided to change the subject. I'm glad I'm not cursed anymore. Yeah, really, Nina said. What now? Rusty asked. With no more danger around, we have no more adventures to go on. You aren't going on any adventures for a good while, said Aislinn. They all laughed at that, including Rusty. He wasn't upset anymore. He was just glad to have his favorite kid back. They may have been villains, but they were still affectionate towards each other, sometimes. They would all make sure that nothing like that would happen to Natalie ever again. Okay, guys, that's the final chapter of my fanfiction. I will not be writing any fanfictions for a good while that I know of. So yeah, anyways, that Christmas video, I decided not to find a Christmas fanfiction. I decided just to make a Christmas remix. I should be uploading it sometime around Christmas Eve, something like that. Anyways, please like and subscribe.